Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Inside the Den. Today we're going to take a look at Tales of Fantasy, a free-to-play fantasy MMORPG. Let's get started. As you can see, I kind of got an Ashland trainee started out so I can get an idea of how the game works, and I made him up to level 3. One thing I can tell you is that the leveling takes a little bit of time to progress through, but that's okay. We'll talk about why that is and how that kind of plays out. Let's go ahead and go through the character creation process so you guys can see how that is. So we start out here and we've got a couple of different things. As you notice, I don't actually have a class to choose from. And the reason is that all characters start out as a trainee, and now you're going to choose from one faction or the other, which are actually these forces, which is Ashland or Borin. And once you choose your faction, then you go in as a trainee, and as you level up, you're going to reach a certain point where you're going to have 4 advancement paths, and those advancement paths are basically a warrior, a rogue, or mage, or healer. And then once you get to another point, you're going to have the final classes or the final advancements, which there's 8 of those: the sentinel, the gladiator, the assassin, the marksman, the druid, the summoner, the archmage, and the priest. So it kind of really drills down exactly what type of classes you want to play, and then really gets to certain play styles, and those become really important, especially in the later game, because the later game is fairly heavy on the PvP side of things. There's still a lot of stuff on the PvE side, but still fairly heavy on PvP and the faction wars and all the stuff that's going on there. But let's continue this character creation process. I'm kind of liking how this chick looks right here, but we're going to go through a few things. So you can see style. It really comes down to handsome, agile or handsome. Those are my 2 options there. And then on the male side, you've got handsome or agile. So pretty much we're going to go with female, handsome. And then let's see some of these hairstyles here. Can we spin her around? We can. Not with the arrow clicks though. We've got to use these little, not with the hold down the right click or the left click. We've got to actually click these little arrows. So let's go through some of these hair options really quick. Alright, I think we're going to go with that one right there, and let's turn her back around, see the full profile, and let's see some face options here. So it's kind of funny because it's not actually changing, it just says face. So we're going to go with, they all kind of have an Asian look, so we're going to go with that one right there. Let's enter a name, and there's our name. And let's go ahead and hit create. As you can see, there's a little bit of the race description. Handsome, talent increased charm by 5%, talent spell divine, refreshment, increases healing ability, healing boost by 30%. So you kind of want to pay attention to these race descriptions based upon what you're eventually going to create as far as your final character class. And you can see the force description depending upon the force that you choose. It's where your starting area, and also the other players that you're going to play with. So let's go ahead and create her. She's created. There we go. So we've got one character of each faction. So it's nice to see that it's not limited. You're not limited based upon your faction. Some games when you've got 2 different warring factions, once you create a character of one faction, that's it. You can't create any more characters from that faction. So let's get into the game and see what's going on there. I think we've got exactly what we want in our character class there. So, all right, we're all loaded up, and we've got our basic newbie guide. So just starting out, familiarize ourselves. We're going to kind of go ahead and we're going to move forward with this. It is kind of disappointing to see that, in today's day and age, it's very easy to make these changes, be able to see, things like read these things a little bit better, but it's very common for games that are developed in the East to use a lot of the stuff that you're seeing now, as far as the fonts and the text. Really kind of weird, but whatever. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to skip this. I kind of get the general idea. So as you can see, I can move around with point and click, so very easily there. I can also move around with the WASD, turn with the Q and E buttons, but we've got our first quest right here, so let's go ahead and pick that up. So quest, equipping a character, let's accept that, and let's also accept a call from the county official. So let's hit B. We hit B, we open up our backpack. Let's see some different stuff we've got in here. An embroidered bag, let's right click, and then there we go, we got a little bit more space. Let's equip our sword, and you can see nice little long sword, nice and big on her. So we can move our character around by using the right click and then movement. So you can kind of use that to turn, and then if we want to move the camera around, left click. Pretty common stuff for most of these MMOs. So let's go ahead and complete this quest. Now, as you notice, I'm not getting a lot of experience for these quests. So let's go ahead and accept that. So it gave me another sword. So I got a blue sword and I get this sword. Which one is better? Physical attack 26, physical attack 19. I definitely don't want to use that. So we're going to go ahead and use the armor that we just equipped, and you can see my character completely changed. We can zoom in with the mouse wheel. Check her out. Let's equip this other armor and see what she looks like. You know what? I kind of like that one better. So let's go ahead and turn this in, get our big 10 experience. So equipping that, and we're going to continue off. As you can see, really common stuff, exclamation mark for those NPCs that have quests for us, and this NPC has a ton of quests for us. So let's go ahead and just accept all of these. There we go. We've got all of these, and you can see quest 6 of 6, and we actually already completed one of these quests. We've got another character sitting there right in the way. You can see other players or other characters running around, and they're actually with the blue names, and then the NPCs are with the white names. So let's go ahead and turn that in and accept a new quest, and there we go. Now stay online for 15 seconds and then talk to the Sandman. Well, we're gonna come back to the Sandman after this 15 seconds is up. So basically these things are just to get you to stay online. So turn that in, go find the armor merchant, Ojeas. So let's see, can we click on him and run off in his direction? Now we can't click on him and run off in his direction, but if we click on his name, it shows up in the map. Let's see if it shows up on the main map. Pretty much it does. Now, so the game doesn't have an auto move system where I can just click on a name and take off. It basically just has, you're able to find the NPC that you're looking for. So now I need to stay online for 30 seconds. Well, while we're waiting for that, we're going to run over to the armor merchant. And let's see, can we click on him from afar? We can click on him from a very, very far distance, be able to run in his direction. While we do that, let's go ahead and require level 10, level 20. So all these bags require a higher level, but it looks like they give you some kind of starter items with that. But it's nice to see that these quests are actually increasing experience, because it looks like the experience total needed to get to level 2 is pretty high. We've got to get to 1100. We've got our little experience bar there. We're going to move this down to the very bottom, get that out of the way. We've got some notifications here, so let's take a look. The item mall, basically a notification to get us into the item mall and start spending money. We're not going to do that right now. The mailbox, let's see what we've got. Welcome to Tales of Fantasy, a little welcome letter that the hotkey is J for mail, so we can go ahead and close that out. And then this last one, which is quest, which shows us our quest log, and we can take and click on these guys and see exactly where we need to go. Now, we can't click on the wolf Fang, which we need to go kill some stuff, which we'll get outside and start hacking away at some of these guys in a little bit. But it looks like we've stayed online for our time. Now, unfortunately, that guy's standing right in the way, so I can't get to the Sandman. Let's see, there we go. Able to get to him right there. Let's head over there and talk to him. Now, I do have to say, one thing that always disappoints me with some of these, like I was talking about before, some of these Eastern developed games, just the font and the layout of the UI is not necessarily that great. Now, this one is definitely not the worst that I've seen. I really do like the fact that everything is streamlined and really sleek, and you get a lot of area to be able to see the gameplay, be able to see the backgrounds and the environments, which I think are really well done. It's kind of cool to see those waterfalls coming off of what look like gigantic natural vases. It looks like there's the top of the vase and they're just broken. So some of that stuff is pretty cool to see. Let's go talk to official Ozzy Osbourne and pick up the quest that he has for us. So let's do that, talk to him, accept, and there we go. So now we get to talk to him again, and some of these quests are really weird. So let's, I guess, turn this in. We just keep talking to him. All right, so draw a quest. Now, depending upon which one of these we choose, when you reach level 5, you can learn more about class transfer. So basically, if we choose this pugilist request, then we go to the warrior gunner and we become a warrior. Now, if we choose the other quest, which is the apprentice, then we take and we're going to go talk to the mage Livingston, and that's the direction I'm going to go. I'm going to go the mage route. But let's go talk to Uncle Pickle, and then we'll head outside and start getting some wolf fangs, because I want to show you guys some combat, especially before I run out of time. So let's pick up this. He's got a whole bunch of quests for us. So let's get that one, and that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. Now it's really kind of strange too that you've got this little quest tracker here, but it only really shows the one quest at a time. But one nice thing is you've got these scroll bars, so you can go back and forth and see the different quests that you have. And one thing that I really do like about that, let's see if we can move this around. Can't move that around, but one thing that I do like about that is the fact that it doesn't take up a lot of your screen. So we've got one quest that we could turn in, double the joy. So we're gonna get some 2 times experience pill and 2 times SP pill. Oh, I gotta choose my reward. Hold on. So let's go back to double the joy, and doubles the spell point gain for 1 hour. Well, I want to double my EXP. I want to start leveling up faster. So let's go ahead and use that. Let's get out of town here. Let's click way off in the distance, and while we're doing that, we'll try and use this. Left click to use. So there we go. Now we've got double experience for a while. Now can we move these around? Clean all black, clean this backpack. So it looks like we can sort some items, but we can't necessarily move our backpacks around. That's right, not too big of a deal. Let's just get outside and start hunting some wolves. And let's bring up our map here. I'm guessing that we're going to head out here to hunt some wolves. It doesn't really say. We've got red foxes. Let's see, maybe those guys will actually be what we need to hunt. There's a silver fox, and his name is actually in kind of orange. Let's see if we can. Right now it doesn't look like we have any skills. We did get some bronze ore, but let's take a look at our skills here. So we don't have any skills. We've got our classes, and it's kind of a weird skill tree because it starts kind of in the middle, and you can see right here you start out as a trainee, a new player in the world, and then we can progress to the pugilist or the apprentice, which we're going to go the realm of the apprentice, and then from there we're going to be able to pick a healer or a mage, and then later on a summoner, an archmage, and you can see at the different levels. So the first advancement comes at level 5, then the second one comes at level 20, and then the third one at level 40. And you've got a lot of different options here for different types of classes. So kind of cool to see all those. So let's go back to gain spells. We've got this one, which increases charm by 5%, and these are the things that basically came with my racial bonus. So let's close these out. Let's go there, and so we've got rest spell points 1. So it looks like we've got 1 point that we could put into some of these. So focus, fake death, return, strengthen. You know what, we're just gonna wait until we get to level 5 because we could take and start knocking some of these foxes out real quick. Keep picking up bronze ore. Let's get all the way around. There we go. Collect 25 hourglasses of time to exchange for a wolf fang. So where do we get the hourglasses of time? No clue. 25 hourglasses of time for that. 25 hourglasses. A lot of hourglasses of time are necessary. Report to. So right now it just basically looks like we need to keep taking out these monsters because I don't actually have a quest that actually wants me to go fight anything. Right now we're basically just killing stuff just for the grind. So the starter quests essentially are going to get you through and get you very acclimated with the NPCs in the game, probably help you level up. As you can see, I'm almost level 2, but I'm actually getting more experience for being out here and fighting these monsters than I was for staying in town and doing the quest. But the purpose behind the quest is definitely, like I said, to get you acclimated. So let's loot some of this stuff because we actually got some decent things here. So let's pick up all. Pick up all there, and it looks like we did get some class specific items there. So we got this perfect robe which requires level 5 but no class specific, and then we've got this pauldron which is required level 5, not class specific. I guess I was just seeing things as far as the classes are concerned. Now one of the cool things later on is as you do earn mounts or pick up mounts, you are able to cast spells or actually fight mounted. So you're going to be able to run around on your mount, casting spells, being able to fight battles directly with NPCs or other players, and do damage, which is kind of cool. I mean, not a lot of games have that. It's kind of a cool little feature. And since the game is so PvP centric, especially later on, really worth it to be able to have mounted combat. Let's see, kill some more of these foxes. I kind of feel like I'm just grinding away right now because these things are... Let's see if we can find some more interesting things to hunt down the road here. Let's keep heading that way. Let's bring up the map. Is there any Swords Monument or Yishin Pass? Can we actually go to the world map? This says the world map, but I know it's much bigger than that. So we can zoom into the actual village and see all the different NPCs that are in there, but we can't necessarily... see a much larger map. Nope, no scroll wheel. Return to the previous map. There we go. Return to the previous map actually brings up all the different realms and all the different areas. We've got some boars here. We actually have I'm going to go ahead and take out this savage boar. I think I could take him down. He's level 2. He's probably going to drop some pretty cool stuff. So you can see this is the area that I'm in right now. Basically held by the Borin faction, and then you've got the Ashland faction is holding this area down here, and then you kind of have these contested lands in the middle. Let's see if we can go up another bit higher. Alright, so we did get a few more items. Level 5, we'll go ahead and pick those up. So that's what you just saw right there was all in the Divine Land, and then you've got some other areas here, Dragon's Haven and the Boundless Land, which we can click on and see all the different areas there. So does it go up one more? Nope, that's as far out as it goes. So you've got several different areas to actually explore and check out and do battle in and find monsters to hunt and all of that good stuff. So let's start fighting some of these hippies and see what they drop. Definitely getting a ton more EXP from fighting monsters over what I was getting from just doing quests. But those are all the beginner quests, and so you're going to be doing those in the beginning. They're kind of just there, and they're not real hard. You know, essentially you're just running around and trying to get yourself acclimated with that newbie area. And right now we're getting a lot of different, it looks like a lot of different crafting items. And you can also see in some of these little areas, let's see if we can actually find one. See if we can find a little node that we can harvest from. I don't see one really close by, so I'm not gonna spend too much time hunting one down. But one of the nice things is let's see if I can bring it up. Actually, this should be professions. There we go. So let's pick up all this. So you've got refining, you've got compound, you've got crafting. So one of the nice things is when you want to take and you want to just, pick daisies or get some ore or anything like that, you just go out and find it, and then you're going to be able to go through the crafting system. The crafting system of the game is really well done, and actually is one of the few that has some items that are fairly useful. And we're very quickly loading up on a bunch of stuff like this grass carp. It's used in cooking. And let's see what else some of these are used in. Mint, used to make medicine. Pick that up. Boxwood, used to make arrows and weapons. So you can see a lot of the stuff we're picking up is already showing itself to be very much useful in the crafting system. Oh, we didn't want to run away from him. So let's go ahead and let's go through some more of these options as far as the interface is concerned before I have to take off. So you've got character info. Let's bring that up. You can kind of see there's a lot of spots for different items and shield, arrows, trinkets, shoulder, feet, so on and so forth, amulets, pearls, experience pearl, and a bunch of other stuff. And then obviously all these are for your different bags and packs and stuff like that. So that's basically your character sheet. I'm taking these guys out too fast. It's not. Let's take out some of these evil rogues. Yeah, level 4. I'm level 4. Let's take them out and see how much experience I get. So then you've got the social, which basically is like friends, ignore list, nearby enemies. What else do we have here? A quest list, the quest that we already looked at. Go ahead and pick that up. Let's head over here. These evil rogues seem to be doing me a lot better for EXP because they're level 4. So you've got oh, I got stuck. So let's go ahead and kill him. So you can see all the different quests that I have available to me right now, and then obviously the apprentice recommendation. I've got to go talk to him once I reach another level and I'm able to get my new class. So, and then hopefully get a bunch of new spells and skills and all those good things. So class and skills, which we already looked at, so let's go ahead and close that. What else do we have here? Professions we looked at. Oh yeah, the game does have a full pet system, so obviously I don't have one right now, so I can't bring that up. But you are able to run around with different pets. Come on, close that. Let's kill him. Saw our backpack, saw the world map, saw the mailbox. Guilds, of course, in any game, there's a full guild system. This is no different, and essentially it's going to really come in handy once you get into a position where you're going to be doing all the PvP, and you're going to be wanting to battle in the much larger scale battles. You're going to want to have a guild. Then you've got the market, which is essentially your auction house. I'm not going to go ahead and spend too much time there. Let's keep killing these guys. Maybe we can get lucky and get level 5 before I have to go. Then you've got all the different titles. So you've got titles that go with experience, and there are a lot of them. There's a ton of them, first of all, and a lot of them, as you can see, are all just question marked. But you can see how to actually acquire after completing Street Smart and what the bonuses are. So you see you get a lot of bonuses for actually completing these titles. So it's really worth it to pay attention to what these titles are and how you can get them, as the bonuses are very valuable. And then let's see, rankings. So you can see all the different rankings. You can see based upon honor, commander-in-chief, and there's the honor total, level 50, their class, the different guilds. So you can see the majority of this honor ranking is all taken by this guild Nightmare. So they have a lot of guys who probably all work together, especially in the PvP aspect of things, to keep each other nice and high. Then you got ranking for the top gold getters, which is kind of ironic that the title is Bill Gates, and that's the highest gold getter right there with 21,500. He's a priest and he's an Ashland. And then you've got the arena and the arena points. So you have a full arena system that adds to the PvP aspect of the game. Like I said many times, the game is very PvP centric. So if you're looking for something that is very PvP, system requirements are a little bit lower, but yet the game still looks pretty good, then Tales of Fantasy might be the game for you. So far it seems a little bit grindy, but that's also because I haven't gone through all those initial quests to necessarily get to the point where I'm getting quests for me to go out and hunt this guy or that guy and stuff like that. So then you've got game guilds, system settings, item mall, the generic basic stuff that you see in a lot of different games. So how close are we? Actually, I'm almost dead, let alone how close am I to getting a level? I've got 12 hit points, and this guy is hammering on me from really far away. Let's get away and see if we can rest up a little bit. Did he turn around? Nope, he's still coming. Come on, I don't want to die. Let's click way up there. There we go. Keep running away. Do I have anything I can use? Let's see. Nope, I have no healing potions. Well, either way, it looks like I may have gotten away from him. Yes. Well, that makes this a perfect time to call it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's trip inside the den. Don't forget to subscribe and keep yourself updated as each new episode is released. Lastly, don't forget to like these videos, as we really do appreciate it. And while I'm telling you this, I'm going to go ahead and collect some of this wood. And also, if we did miss anything, or there's anything you think we should have covered, please comment and tell us what you think. If you'd like to play or learn more about Tales of Fantasy, you can read our full review at MMODen.com or just click the link in the description. Until next time, thanks for watching.